Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and go beyond. Today, we're going to talk about books and go to the Goodwill because I'm going to be bringing some books to the Goodwill. I'm going to be doing an unhaul. So let me show you really quickly what I'm unhauling. I'll turn the camera around and we'll talk about them. So this is my little box of books that I'm letting go of. I'll probably bring some more to the Goodwill at some point. I may even add a couple to this stack. But for now, this is what's going to be moving along. We have Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. I read that, I think, in September or October last year. We have a Harlan Coben book that I have not read. I'm just not going to hang on to it any longer. If I do read it, I think it would be some time, and I can certainly get a hold of another copy. Deck the Hounds. This is a book that I read at Christmas time. David Rosenfeld writes about dogs all the time, and these are mysteries, Andy Carpenter series. I do enjoy them quite a bit, but I only read one at Christmas time, so I don't need to keep any that I've already read. Ahab's Return. I think I read this in August of last year. Jeffrey Ford, kind of a fantasy book about Captain Ahab returning. Moby Dick, turns out, didn't actually kill him. And so he's back to cause more havoc. The Judge's List by John Grisham. I actually listened to this book several years ago. It's very, very good. It's one of the Grishams that I would highly recommend. Donna had this copy and she read it and she enjoyed it as well, so we don't need to hang on to that. Little Bee, this is an excellent book. Chris Cleave. I read this probably about a year ago. Conversations with a Pedophile. This was quite the book. It's called the subtitle is In the Interest of Our Children. Dr. Amy Hamill Zabin. Really fascinating book, but you have to be in the right frame of mind to read something like that. But yeah, I got it from the Goodwill. I'll bring it back to the Goodwill. I'm bringing The Giver, Lois Lowry, because I now have the collection in one book, the omnibus. So yeah, I don't really need that little copy. Somebody else will enjoy it. Some of these I think I'm going to put in a little free library because they are things I think a lot of people would enjoy, but the rest will go to Goodwill. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, Mark Hayden. I read this about a year ago. Very good. Silence by Shusaku Endo. It wasn't really my type of book, so hard for me to say how much I liked it or disliked it. It was different for me. Yeah, I kind of stretched a little on that. I'm proud I did. It was all right. I'm going to move along this copy of The Hobbit. I have another one that is the same size as my Lord of the Rings collection, so I'm going to hang on to those. And that I'll probably put in the free library as well, because a lot of people like that. This is just a little fun book. I'd Rather Be Reading by Anne Bogle. When I first started my channel, I read a little bit of this and kind of then, made little concepts pertain to some of the books that I had read just to kind of introduce myself to the community. So it served its purpose. Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. Never finished this. This was one of my very, very few DNFs for 2024. Kite Runner. I just so happen to have two copies. Khalid Hosseini. So that will be moving on. I don't even know where I got this one from. Somebody might have given it to me. Some of these books are books that people gave to me that I probably would not necessarily have picked up on my own. Chris Josh. I think I read like the first chapter just to see what it's about, and I decided that it wasn't really for me. I was kind of into Chinese medicine stuff for a while, so I read a couple of these. They're interesting. I have a couple like that. Yeah. I mean, I got something out of them that I need to, and yeah, that's good. I was getting some acupuncture and stuff, so. The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. This was good. It is a romance. I read it, I think, last February. Yeah. has a neurodivergent character, so that's good. I will no longer need this book either. This is the second, I believe the second part to The Giver, Gathering Blue. I'll probably put that in the little free library with the other one. This, Without a Jacket here, is Month in the Country by J.L. Carr. I'm sorry, the letters are worn out. This was good. It's a short, small book. I read it, I don't know, I think it's September, this past September. And then I've got a couple of Lee Childs. I've read some of these. The Reacher series is very, very good. But I don't want to keep these in hardback. They take up a lot of space, and I just need to free up some space on my bookshelf. So, yeah. So I know some people collect these, so they'll probably be having a heart attack to see that. I'm bringing them to the Goodwill. But anyway, empty. Well, it's a couple of days later, and I'm going to pack up some more books to go to the Goodwill. I've already taken that one unhaul out there, along with a lot of other things that, we just didn't need or weren't using anymore. We had the back of our SUV pretty full. So let me turn the camera around here, and I'll talk at you for a minute, and then I'll show you what I'm putting in the box. Say bye to Raina. All right, so here we go. I just want to say hi. I had to get my mug in there too, right? So, here we go. I'll turn you around one more time and show you the books going in the box now. Okay, here we are. This is Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. I read out of this what I'm going to read out of it. I don't need to keep it for now. So there we go. And because I had a DNF with her other book, Bel Canto, I'm going to just go ahead and move the other Ann Patchett that I had along. This is The Patron Saint of Liars. I just won't motivate myself to pick it up after I DNF'd her other book. Just move it along. Barbara Kingsolver's book, Prodigal Summer. I think someone actually gave me this, and I've just never been in the mood to pick it up. So there we go. J.D. Robb, Abandoned in Death. The J.D. Robb series, I'm sure, is very, very good. I've been told good things about it, but these are books I can get at the library if I ever do decide that I want to get started on that series. I don't need to hang on to a book that I've had for approximately a year. I bought for $1 and I haven't picked up. Same with this, Kathy Reich, the Bone Hacker. Exact same thing. It's supposed to be a very, very good series. I'm sure I would like it, but the library has those in case I ever decide I need them. This is a Mark Haddon book, The Porpoise it's called, and it's got a cool cover. But this is the author of A Curious Dog in the Nighttime, or The Curious Case of the Dog in the Nighttime. I did read that and I did enjoy it. I thought I might enjoy this. But when I took a better look at the reviews after I had brought it home and I only paid $1 for it at the Goodwill, I think it was a Goodwill somewhere like that, I said, no, I don't think I really want to read it. The reviews were not so great when you compare to some of his other work. So that's going in the box as well. And there we are. That's what's going to the Goodwill today. Hello. Now we're at the park, and I'm going to put some of these books into the little free library here. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day. I think it's in the 50s. I'm going to go for a nice little walk. There is a paved trail that goes for, you can go 2 to 3 miles pretty easily on it. So we've got Raina with us, and I will show her in just a second, and we're going to go for our walk. There she is. There's the co-host. I think she already knows the way to the little free library. It's right here, right in front of us. It's like she's pulling to go there. So I've showed this park before in my videos. It's a pretty nice one. Before I put these in, let me just take a look and see if there's anything that I might want to pull out. Let's see what we've got. Animals Make Us Human. Oh, that looks like an interesting book. At this point, I'm not sure if that's one I would read very quickly, and I am trying to, in the end, unhaul. So, oh, okay. The Next Person You Meet in Heaven. I read The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, and I thought that that was a good book. I enjoyed that. Read it quite a few years ago. There's a Huckleberry Finn. I believe I have one at home that is kind of similar to that, so I don't need that. Oh, a nice Night Before Christmas. I have one that's very similar, but a little bit larger. What have we up here? We've got some nice classics. We've got The Call of the Wild. And we've got The Scarlet Letter. I don't believe that I have ever read The Scarlet Letter. And I don't know. Is it a banned book? I don't know. We'll find out. Now, down here, we've got, wow, there's a lot of books in here today. There's not usually quite so many. Tell the Wolves I'm Home. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it looks good. I don't think Girl on the Train I listened to. Splinter in the Blood by Ashley Dyer. I don't know about Ashley Dyer. Besties. What do we got here? Thomas Hardy. Far from the Madding Crowd. Sense and Sensibility? Wow. Somebody put some classics in here. Oh, I just saw something that I want. Right here. Daisy Jones and the Six. Yeah. That's supposed to be very good. Oh, there's a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird in here. Very good. Wuthering Heights. Excellent. The Help. Wow. Oh, Tom Sawyer's in here too, besides Huck Finn. How about that? I have Tom Sawyer at home as well. Crime and Punishment. Dostoevsky. Let's see what else we got here. Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. Okay, that looks a bit intriguing. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think we got to try that too. There's one more back here that's hiding out. Our Lady of the Flowers by Jean Gennett. I don't know that book. So, I will leave these. So I pulled out 3. I'm putting in 5. Which is fine. I get books in and out of here all the time. I'm sure I've netted out just fine. I'm leaving some good ones behind too, so I feel pretty good about all of that. I'm putting in The Giver and Gathering Blue. Someone will have a nice start to their Lois Lowry journey. This is actually a nice copy of The Hobbit. Kiss Quotient, I read last year, by Helen Huang. And finally, Little Bee by Chris Cleave. All right. And I'm taking a chance on this one. Looked interesting. Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. Daisy Jones and the Six, which I've heard good things about, Taylor Jenkins Reid. And finally, The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. All right, so that's it for the Little Free Library. I have actually never seen that library so well stocked before. So, yeah. All right, let me just show you how pretty the lake is right now, real quick. And that'll be the end of my unhaul video. So, here we go. Yeah, like I say, very pretty day. I've showed this park before. It's a place where you can rent canoes and kayaks and things like that. We did that one time. I actually have a video of that as well, us in our kayak. You just go over to this little building, and it doesn't cost very much money. I think that day we spent, I don't know, $9 or something just crazy. We were out for a couple of hours. So, yeah, certainly was worth it. So, yeah, here we go. So here comes Donna with Raina. Okay, so I'm back home now, safe and sound. So's the co-host. I think she deserves a snack after her walk. So today's snack is T-bones. This is the filet mignon flavor, so I'm sure she's going to enjoy that. Our walk was very nice. It's a great day. It's clouding up a little bit now, but it's still mostly sunny. And for early March, yeah, I'll take it. Nice day. So let's just wrap up the unhaul here. In all, I moved 27 books out the door. I only brought 3 back in. So that's pretty amazing. Got 24 books moved out, so good for me. I did need to thin things out a bit, so yeah, I'm glad that happened. And I'm glad I was able to share that time with you. So as I showed you, I borrowed Daisy Jones and the Six from the Little Free Library. This is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who also wrote The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I know that this book was a book of the month when it first came out. It was published in 2019. I'm sorry. I had my notes kind of mixed up there. It was published in 2019, and it's a Reese Witherspoon book club choice. And it also, I think it won an award from AARP, like a Reader's Choice Award of some sort. It is a coming of age story, and it takes place in the 60s. And it has a rock band in it. It's kind of centered around a rock band. It's contemporary fiction, and it has 4.2 stars on Goodreads. I've wanted to read it for some time now. So, yeah, I'm excited about getting a copy of this. Next is the book that I had never heard of before. That is called Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. And that is by Jeanette Winterson. Based on the synopsis, I just kind of decided to take a chance on it. This is also a coming-of-age story. It is about an orphan who is adopted into an evangelical household. And by the description, it sounds like she is very much the type to follow her own heart. So this book was actually published in 1985. It's contemporary fiction, LGBT. It has 3.73 stars on Goodreads. I think that'll be an interesting one. And then finally, I borrowed this one as well, The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I think I made the comment early in the video that, or earlier, that this is possibly a banned book. And guess what? It is. I just have to look at a book now, and I can tell if it's banned. It was published in the 1800s. So when and if I do read it, I'll let you know what I think. All right. So that's a wrap. One more snack. And I want to say thank you to all of you for watching. It was a nice little unhaul and subsequent tiny haul. So thanks for watching. Take care. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked my video. Please consider subscribing if you have not already. And have yourself a great day.